Hey everybody, I hope you guys are all doing well. I haven't been able to do many updates over the last few days. Last Friday, just as I was finishing my message on the conjunction of the moon and Saturn, I got a call from the electrical company down here, and they found an anomaly in an abnormality in my electrical installation inside my home, and my electricity has been shut off. And so that was an interesting timing of that situation. A while back, I had shared with everybody that when we went through a time where the electrical company was trying to shut off my electricity, and they couldn't shut off my electricity because God had me on a mission, and the electricity in my office remained on after they had cut off my electricity, supposedly. So we got that first stretch worked out, and now they came back and they found another situation that they have to deal with. So we're in the process of dealing with that. But this was I found that timing of that very interesting, because I definitely feel like we are in the last warnings anyway. I didn't know if I would need to share any other messages with you, or if we are just simply waiting for that last final day. And sorry, I should set the timing on this, on my screen shut off. Let me do that. And I'll do that later. Okay. So what we end up seeing then is we're coming to our last warnings. Okay, we've gotten to the point where, we've had the full revelation of the man of sin, the Antichrist. Israel was divided in December. Then on May 25th, we had the Antichrist proclaimed to be God at the altar of Zeus. This is a confirmation on our calendars. The 10 days before June 4th, which was True Pentecost, Sivan 6, True Pentecost being June 4th. And so we have this sign that we saw, and I'm just going to go over a quick overview here and lead us to what I'm seeing today. And so we had this confirmation of True Pentecost on June 4th. 3 days later, as Barack Obama was speaking in Montreal at the exact same moment that the moon was in the scales of Libra. Then we have our sign on June 9th. Michael is standing up ready to cast the devil out of heaven. And then we have here on June 9th, June 10th, we have our connection between the moon and Saturn. Okay, and then I shared with you, based on Genesis chapter 5, from verse 21 through 32, 21 through 32, and it's the connection of Enoch, Methuselah, Lamech, and Noah as a 7-day Methuselah warning to the start of the flood. And so I was wondering if what we saw on June 9th and June 10th, the connection between the moon and Saturn, being that the number of Saturn is 969, being that the number of Methuselah is 969, that this would be a final 7-day warning. Okay, so what I want to look at right now, Okay, first of all, and I'll go over this at the end to clarify this. But what we're looking at is we're looking at the true date of Pentecost, which we have confirmed based on all the signs that we've seen, based on May 25th, Barack Obama on Ascension Day being where he needed to be, doing what he needed to do. Okay, that's confirmation on when Pentecost was. True Pentecost was June 4th, Sivan 6. Okay, then from there, if we're being led to June 16th, then that's 12 days after June 4th. June 16th is 12 days after June 4th. And so from Sivan 6, adding 12 days, that's Sivan 18. Okay, Sivan 18 is June 16th. Okay, and at the end of this, I will clarify this so that there's no confusion. Okay, but for right now, follow this line of thinking. Okay, so we're in Exodus chapter 19. Okay, and we see that when the date of the law being given and Moses coming down from the mountain, we're going to see how this coincides with what we're seeing now for Sivan 18 on June 16th. Okay, it says, in the 3rd month, when the children of Israel were gone forth out of the land of Egypt, the same day they came into the wilderness of Sinai. Okay, the same day. Okay, remember that the Exodus took place on the 15th day of the 1st month. It was the Passover meal. Okay, it was the Passover meal on the 14th. And then it was midnight on the 14th going into the 15th, where they actually then ended up leaving their homes and crossing the Red Sea on the 15th day of the month. And so what we have here, it says, in the 3rd month, when the children of Israel were gone forth out of the land of Egypt, the same day they came into the wilderness of Sinai. So the same day they left Egypt. This is the 3rd month, and it would be the 15th day. The same day they left Egypt. Okay? So then we are on the 15th day of the 3rd month, Sivan 15, and then we are led to the 3rd day from there when the trumpet will sound. It says Exodus 19, 10 and 11. And the Lord said unto Moses, go unto the people and sanctify them today and tomorrow, and let them wash their clothes, and be ready against the 3rd day, for the Lord will come down in the sight of all the people upon Mount Sinai. And it came to pass on the 3rd day in the morning that there were thunders and lightnings and a thick cloud upon the mount, and the voice of the trumpet exceeding loud, so that all the people that was in the camp trembled. And Moses brought forth the people out of the camp to meet with God, and they stood at the nether part of the mount. And Mount Sinai was altogether on a smoke, because the Lord descended upon it in fire, and the smoke thereof ascended as the smoke of a furnace, and the whole mount quaked greatly. And when the voice of the trumpet sounded long and waxed louder and louder, Moses spake, and God answered him by a voice. Okay, so we have from the 15th day of Sivan, we had 3 more days. It was the 3rd day then that everyone needed to prepare for, which was 18 Sivan. Okay, so now we have this connection between what we saw last week and a possible 7-day warning from the Moon and Saturn connection. Plus, this leads us to the same day that is shown in Exodus when the trumpet sounded and the mountain quaked, and Moses came down from the mountain bringing the law. Okay, so we have here the June 9th Moon-Saturn connection. Was that a final 7-day Methuselah warning based on the 969 connection from Methuselah to the 969 connection to Saturn, leading us to June 16th? And then according to Exodus 19, it was the 18th day of Sivan when the trumpet sounded on Mount Sinai, which would also be June 16th. Okay? June 4th, Sivan 6, plus 12 days, June 16th, Sivan 18. Is June 16, Sivan 18 the day we have been waiting for? Okay, guys, I pray you're blessed today. In Jesus' name.